On today's episode of the Command Center podcast, we talk about Sonny Jurgensen and what he meant to this organization. We got a Super Bowl recap, and how close is Washington?
Not that far.
Not that far, I don't think so. And then we got the draft guru, guaranteed ballers results. It all starts right now. Welcome to the Command Center podcast. I'm Logan Paulson here with Santana Moss and the guy who's back from his hiatus.
That's not a hiatus. I was working in San Francisco for the Super Bowl, bro.
I will say you actually did a lot of really good stuff out there. And you know, it pains me to say that about you, right?
Listen, you know, when you send a real guy into the field, a real big J journalism type guy like myself, you get stuff like that.
Big J journalism. I mean, you talked to Brian Urlacher.
I talked to Darren Woodson. Yep. I talked to some greats. All right.
I also talked to Riggins, right?
Yeah, I told Riggo. That was fun. Go check that one out if you haven't checked it out. Get Loud Podcast. It was fun talking to Riggo. And Riggo raised, I'm talking about, sold a game-worn Super Bowl jersey. $400,000.
When did he sell that though? When did he?
During the week at the Super Bowl.
Oh, for real?
It was an auction.
Oh, it was an auction.
So they auctioned it off. And it sold for $500,000 basically.
One time for Riggo.
I need to dig in my closet. See what
let me hold $1.
Is it gonna be worth it?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Give you $10 and some sunflower seeds.
But yeah, obviously it's great to talk to the legends. And unfortunately, this last week we lost a legend in Sonny Jurgensen.
Yeah.
And again, a guy that was just, I mean, I think about, I was from California. I'm a lot younger than you guys, but even I understood his impact to this organization. And I know you guys knew maybe him a little bit better than I did. Just wondering how you feeling this week.
I got a chance to really get to know Sonny and Sam Huff because of this couch that we had out there.
Yeah, right in the front, right in the front.
And anytime we got out our meetings, here goes Sam, here goes Sonny sitting right there. I would sit right in between them, and I would just listen to some stories as they go back and forth. And they was actually some of the first pioneers of not only having a great football career, but moving on to the media. Yeah. So the stuff that we're doing right now, they were in the forefront of getting that done.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say, didn't know Sonny a lot. Spoke with him from time to time, especially, just always being that person that when you see I guess you can say one of your elders, but also one of the guys who paved the way here.
Yeah.
OG. When you see him in the building, you got to speak. You know what I mean? That's only right. And I've always, did that. And that cigar being inside his mouth, and he'd be looking at you sometimes.
That HJ9.
And you wondering, like, is he looking at me trying to size me up, or he just want to say something? And then he'll come out with some kind of remark. You caught that pass last week, and like it'd be something that's off the wall. Like you'd be like, man, because he had a look on his face like, I want to say something, but he was a funny dude on the low. I mean, like,
he had a sense of humor.
Funny, like straight up.
He had things he would say out of nowhere, and you'd be like, yeah, I'm saying he just said that, but it just shows you that he's watching. But he was one of us. You know what I mean? He's been in these shoes before, so he's just a guy that most guys, if you're not a football savant, and you don't really know the history like that, you wouldn't know. But when you kind of go down that path and say, man, this guy was a hell of a quarterback in this league, and
he
now,
was very Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, speaking on what Fred's talking about, opening those doors for guys like ourselves to be doing what we're doing now. Big shout out to him, man, and I'm wishing him well in the afterlife.
For the new guys, the young guys that didn't watch that grainy TV, he was the first to do the behind the back pass. Not Patrick Mahomes, Sonny Jurgensen, right?
No, and I think Hall of Fame career, obviously, as a player. And then like Fred was talking about, really an innovator at the position in terms of throwing the football.
Before his time.
He had a season where he threw for about 3,500 yards passing, which
was unheard of.
Which is good for today, in this past first league. And so really an innovator, a guy that, kind of have an unorthodox kind of
I'm going to go play it my way.
Yeah, correct. Correct. And so really, again, what a special person he was. And what a special impact that he had on this organization. And, 91 years old, though.
Yeah. Lived it to the fullest.
Yeah, pretty good.
Lived it to the fullest. Also, we lost another great Washington player in Barry Wilburn, cornerback, all-pro, 9 interceptions in one season. he was another one, man.
Yeah.
You know, you never want to hear, but you always want to acknowledge when you have.
Absolutely. And so again, huge impact on the organization, huge impact on us, in the limited time we were exposed to him out here on the couch. I'm glad you brought that up, Fred.
The couch, man.
Again, what's funny is my funny story is like, I didn't really know who he was.
Yeah.
So here's this, older gentleman, two older gentlemen sitting on the couch, and one of them smoking a cigar inside the building.
Inside the building.
Inside
and I was
like it's 1930.
And I was like, who is that guy? And he was like, that's Sonny Jurgensen. And I was like, oh, dang.
All right. Now I'm shaping up.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so best to Sonny and his family, and obviously that's really sad. But now we'll get into break one and get started with the show. A little Super Bowl recap coming up. Mm-hmm. So, Fred, you want to hit the first read here?
Oh, most definitely. When the mission is critical and readiness matters, BigBear.ai delivers proven AI technology and expertise to help safeguard national security, critical infrastructure. That's Mission Ready AI. BigBear.ai, official partner of the Washington Commanders. As you see, I've lost my voice a little bit.
I've been at
it for a week.
Yeah.
I've been at it for a week at the Super Bowl.
Been at a lot. You already know.
Hearing some of the support staff that went with you out to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were working, but you also know how to have a good time.
Listen, first of all, San Francisco is a great city. Mm-hmm. Let's start there. Second of all, 70 degrees, all right? The one thing I did was every morning I got up and took a jog 16 miles. Then at the end of the day, I made sure the night had some attention. I made sure that I sold around the city of San Francisco. I saw everything. Not only did I went to the Full House, all right? I went there.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, I went to the Golden Gate Bridge, so I did all the tourist stuff.
Yep.
But then at night,
You ain't do no damn job.
yeah.
So it's like two truths and a lie.
It's always got to be one lie in there. You got to start it off with a lie.
Did he keep the night company? Yes. Did he go everywhere? Yes. What's the lie? The fact you went for a 16-mile jog. All right, Tan, let's get this triple A.
Boy said knees hurt just to walk from building to building, but he jogged. All right, man. Commanders fans, your fandom just got an upgrade. Introducing the AAA Commanders MVP membership, where real fans get real perks and same trusted AAA membership benefits. The new AAA Commanders membership provides the chance to win game tickets, access to VIP events and experiences, 15% off Commanders online pro shop, while providing peace of mind for Commanders fans on the road. Already a AAA member? Don't sit on the sideline. Upgrade your membership or join today at AAA.com/Commanders.
Dude, excellent job, both of you. And I looked at some comments, Fred.
Yeah.
And I had to do your reads last week.
Yeah.
I said, man, we missed Fred on those reads. We miss him.
Did you butcher them?
I didn't butcher them. I just read them. You know what I mean?
You had no emotion.
Yeah. I'm just analytic. We're just reading that thing.
No, man, you got to read it with emotion.
I'm gonna try a little more emotion this week. See how
it ain't just emotion. Just think of yourself as a verbal commercial. So if you're a verbal commercial, you want to have a little of that.
Little of that something too.
Yeah, just some emotion.
All right, well, I'm going to do it today.
Huh?
Give me some feedback on that. Let me see how it goes.
No doubt.
All right, so we got Super Bowl recap powered by Big Bear AI, Mission Ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. And I forgot to say this at the top, but this is the Command Center podcast presented by Big Bear AI.
Yes.
Mission Ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. And we're in the Big Bear Command Center studio.
Yes, we are.
So just to make sure we get all that stuff taken care of. We got a little emotional because of the Sonny thing, but we got it all taken care of there. All right, so let's talk about Super Bowl. I mean, I'm assuming everyone watched Super Bowl, right?
It was marvelous. I know everybody.
A lot of people said it was boring.
No, shut up. It was marvelous. it was a defensive masterpiece. As a defensive player, ex-defensive player, watching these two defensive masterminds go blow for blow, because the game didn't really get out of hand to the fourth quarter. All right, so it was blow for. Say what you want. That New England defense played good enough to win a championship.
They did. Yeah, I agree.
They played good enough to win a championship. But I want to call this the no-names defense. Seattle doesn't have that top 5 linebacker, doesn't have that top 5 edge rusher, but they do got some guys on their back end. It's top 5 players. But they just, it's one unit. They suffocate you. They suffocate you with 4 people rushing. These guys on the back end making plays. Witherspoon looked like Rondé Barber II. It was marvelous to watch this game. I thought it was great. And for the first time this season, Drake Maye looked like a second-year player.
Well, I mean, I think through the whole playoffs.
Through the whole playoffs.
Yeah, I was going to say that through the whole playoffs.
And I think this is a good maybe talking point about Drake Maye. I think Drake Maye is an awesome football player. I think he's going to be an awesome football player. But I do think you see some of the limitations with that roster offensively.
Where that offensive line got tossed around. Listen, Will Campbell. Now, they talked about his kangaroo arms when he came out in the draft. But the one thing he could not take was just speed to power.
Yeah.
Like, they were just boring right into him, putting him in the left. He might have to move the guard.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things I think in this game. I think that's one of them. I'm glad we're going to talk about it, where it's like I think the type of edge rusher that's winning in the NFL is changing a little bit. It used to be like this kind of high shoulder, attack the edge rusher.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't have a power rush, like you can't play. Yeah. And I think you see that with the type of rushers that Seattle got together, right? They all are fast, but they all can rush downhill and get after you a little bit, right?
Compress the pocket.
And I think you see the other thing too, we're going to talk about the whole playoffs here in a second, but like you see the things that are beating the Vic Fangio defense.
Yeah.
And the team that was most successful was the LA Rams.
Yeah.
Because they can pass protect, right? They've got these bigger offensive linemen. They've invested a lot there.
And they stick with the run.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so I think it's funny, like with this resurgence of the defense, right? Like really good defenses, Philly last year, Seattle this year, like the pendulum swinging back to running the football, ball control, possessing the football a little bit more. I just think it's an interesting dynamic watching the shift. And also the other thing that the Rams have is a maybe MVP quarterback.
Yeah, I was going to say that a quarterback and two capable outside guys on the outside too. So, but I mean, I'm with you, Fred, like far as just what I saw. As a whole, it was a great game. I wanted to see a good game. I think, as the game got going on, you started seeing that it's a team that's a little more mightier than the other one. Yeah. And they exposed them, because when you can't really be efficient with protecting the quarterback or blocking the blocking for the quarterback, and your run game isn't really hitting on all cylinders, because that's one of the things that the Patriots had all season long was the run game. When they wasn't effective, I was like, it's time for somebody to be special. And normally it comes from that quarterback. And you didn't see him put that cape on.
He turned the ball over.
Couldn't put the cape on.
Turned the ball over 3 times. So it was almost like Sam Darnold won the war of attrition. Yeah. He said, I'm going to play clean. All right? And the clean man won.
And he did that all postseason.
Didn't turn the ball over not one time.
Well, I think that's the thing is like when you have a defensive-led football team, offensively, you just got to kind of stay out of
clean.
trouble.
Stay out the way.
You don't have to do much.
Yeah.
And like one of the things I saw that was loud, because a good friend of mine, we was talking about it before the game, and he was giving me all the pointers on why he believed that New England is much, better than what people was giving them. I'm like, I say I will give New England an edge because of the coaches. So the OC did a great job. The defense played well all year. Yeah. But I was like, the players don't match up. And I'm not saying that just because Drake Maye is young, or I like even looking at the receivers, I'm like, who's going to make a play for them when it's needed? And don't get me wrong, those guys made plays all year. But when you compare the defense they're going against this time around,
you can't make mistakes.
You don't have enough time to make those plays that you made all year long on the outside. So that's what was going to do it for me, and they showed it. I mean, Witherspoon and them dudes, man, they was coming blitz. I saw them blitz the peanut man and the hot dog man.
Yeah, most
definitely. I saw him get sacked. I saw him get sacked.
Ice cold beer.
I saw him get sacked by the girl who was throwing shirts.
And listen, they sent everybody after them, and that's what changed the game. And like I said, when you mixed it, and I got to give a shout out because they never get no love. The punter for Seattle, I forgot his name. He was letting it. He was changing the field.
Well, I think again, this is the thing that Seattle did such a good job of, and we talk about this all the time. Keys to victory. They didn't turn the football over. They tackled on defense. Yeah. They pressured the quarterback, and then they played the field position game. And they were extremely patient. And they ran that rock. And again, those are things that people always say, those are the keys. But this is like a perfect game script for that kind of thing. And I'm glad you brought up Sam Darnold, Fred, because the thing that stuck out to me was like he didn't have huge numbers. He had 202 yards passing, he had a touchdown, he 1 sack for 8 yards. Like, didn't have a crazy game, but the way he avoided pressure, because you talked about it, man. Yeah. New England's pressure package, they get after you. Was on it. Yeah. And so for him to not take sacks and keep them on schedule, keep the thing ahead of the chain. Yeah. He deserves a ton of credit. And again, Kenneth Walker deserves to be MVP of the Super Bowl. Yeah. But like, I think Sam Darnold deserves his
Does
flowers.
this do it for Sam Darnold? Does he get the respect that he deserves while he's still riding the Dangerfield?
I honestly, and before Logan, because I want to hear his take, I honestly believe that just knowing how people are in this league, they're going to say, well, he got to show me again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's how it was after last season when he had that almost, terrific, I guess it still was
just
great.
didn't end well.
It didn't end well for him. But I think, too, the team wasn't, on the same level, as a whole, as the team he played for this year up there in Seattle. I think for us, it'll be easy for us to put him to rest. Say, man, look, the man showed us enough.
Yeah,
he's up there. Now he might not be considered elite because now you have to have.
Okay, they ain't gonna say he got elite.
Now
traits.
you have to. Now to me, you have to have this sort of consistency with your game. Yeah, going forward throughout your career, these next few years. Yeah, for guys to get off that other part of that wagon.
Train.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I'm so that he's a good quarterback.
Yeah. But out of his classmates, Josh Allen, we didn't crown him. Crown Josh Allen. Yeah. He got a Super Bowl before him. Yeah. Lamar Jackson, we all love Lamar. Mm-hmm. This guy done got a ring before you. Yeah. Baker Mayfield, I love shaking Bay. Yeah. But this guy, Sam Darnold, got it, and he went a different route than y'all. Yeah. His route consists of turmoil. His route consists of adversity, all of it.
Isn't it safe to say, too, with all that being said, that everybody's journey is a little different?
Always.
Now, I've seen guys who we've crowned already, rightfully so, because they had those kind of seasons. They've been having those kind of, careers up to this point. But I've seen them in the middle of a championship game where it wasn't their fault they lost. Collectively as a team, they dropped the ball. They failed.
Mark Andrews dropped the ball.
Bingo.
On the mark. Yeah.
So, and then, and if you want to stay on that team, years before, that player might not have rose to the challenge. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The year before that, a coaching didn't do something offensively or defensively that had cost them. So there's been times when you've seen those players that have gotten MVPs, that have gotten all the praise, that something happened in their game or
that they couldn't control
as a whole that they can't control. Yeah. You want to talk about Josh Allen? I believe this year was the first time I saw him kind of lose the game. Even though he fought back and got his team into there, those turnovers early in that game kind of caused him to be in that situation. So no matter how good you played it at the end, you still showed us that, hey, even the guy who we consider Superman has a chink in his armor. So that's why I get caught up. I don't like getting caught up in the whole, well, this is the reason why he made it, or this is the reason. Look, at the end of the day, something's going to go wrong or go right. Yeah. Sometimes you got to have a little luck on your side.
I think when you become that top 5 highest paid quarterback, your roster, listen, Sam Darnold is not even in the top 10 highest paid. That allows them to build a roster around him. Baker going through the same thing where it allows Tampa to build. But if you're Lamar and you Josh Allen can't say, hey, I need a number 1 receiver. We can't pay a number 1 receiver because we pay you $55 million a year. So I think it's an offset now coming to where, like you said, is the roster better if we got a top 5 defense and a mid-range quarterback?
No, I think that's exactly what I was going to say. Is because, the team for Sam Darnold is significantly better. And I think, to Tana's point, I want to see him do it year on year to be kind of in that top 5 category. Yeah. But the team is so much better. And again, I think you feel the mistakes of Josh Allen more. You feel the pressure on Josh Allen
because the burden is more on him because of what he doesn't have.
But it's the same thing. It's kind of the same thing that happened with Mahomes. The roster starts to denigrate. Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott. Yeah. It's just really hard. It is a team game. Yeah. And when B. Mitch was sitting in your seat last week, one of the things that he said was it's a dependent position in a way that people don't want to acknowledge. People think the roster's dependent on the quarterback.
No, the quarterback depending on the roster.
Right. Yeah. Right. And I think you see that. To me, this is a perfect example of that. And it's the same thing with Philadelphia last year. Yeah. Quite honestly, I know Jalen Hurts gets more national respect. Yeah. But to me, they're in a very similar tier. It's the roster that carried those.
Most definitely. And right now, of throwing the ball, Sam Darnold is a better thrower of the ball than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. No, I think that's absolutely correct.
So it allows him to unlock his offensive roster more than I think the Philadelphia's is unlocked.
No, I think you're 100% right. 100% right. Last thing here before we move on is Kenneth Walker III, first running back since Terrell Davis.
I would not have guessed.
Yeah, me neither.
There's a long,
it's a long time,
man. And at that time, especially when Terrell Davis was playing,
were you playing at the time? How old
No,
were you?
we ain't that old, man.
What, where Davis played in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, when John Elway won the Super Bowl, me and Tanner was in college.
What year was that?
Yeah, it was probably like a year before we got out. 2 years, 3
years, 3 years before we got here.
Okay, so it wasn't that far off.
Yeah, well, you know, Terrell Davis would definitely win the golden years of
we was
running
wishing upon
back.
the star. We was trying to get there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's pretty impressive. And again, like really deserving of being the MVP, I think, Kenneth Walker.
Nobody else. Well, Witherspoon could have been the MVP just as easy, but Kenneth Walker, he really did deserve that. And when he took his helmet off, I thought he was like 43 years old.
Did you?
Yeah.
He's like 25. He's really young.
He got the face of a granddad.
Oh, my gosh. You're ruthless,
No,
bro.
I'm not, man. When you watching TV and now we got all this HD.
I just saw him on the he was out the, I guess you could call it the desk at Disney talking. Yeah. And the first thing came up in my head is what Fred said. I like that guy. He don't look that old.
I know.
Man.
I don't
already bald-headed. You shouldn't be bald-headed at that age.
His voice didn't even sound like most of the time, you know, when a guy has a look, that voice goes with it.
Yeah.
He looked young. He sounded young, you know. And
and I will say
Fred
this,
was just hating, as always.
Everyone's talking about, like, you know, why didn't Kenneth Walker get more touches earlier in the year? And
Charbonnet was running that thing.
Well, I'll say this: like, he runs the ball probably better, like really, really high level.
But
dude can't,
and
he can't catch really, you know. So it's like it show. I think that also shows the direction of the position. This felt like a very traditional Super Bowl. The running back that's going to run, you're going to commit to the run. You're going to play defense, and like those other elements of the position didn't come to the forefront.
New England couldn't play their most explosive guy, Henderson, because he can't pass block.
Yeah,
and
it's a great point.
Like they wanted to play him, but every time he got in the game, they gave him the rock. Because if we're not giving you the rock, you putting us at a disadvantage. That's why Stevenson took over in the playoffs.
Yeah. Also, too, if you think about it, I mean, who would have came in that game and thought that JSN wouldn't have been
that's a great point.
A part of their their success. And
Cooper Kupp been there, done that though.
Yeah, but I'm not even knocking. I'm just saying it's just for you to be able to still win at that magnitude.
Yeah.
At the level of they went out there and did it without your number one guy who's been leading the way in the passing game.
But you know, like when you got a good number one, sometimes your job really is just to open it up for everybody.
No doubt.
But also, how about Gonzalez, man?
Yeah.
How good was he in this game?
Like he made the play when they presented themselves. Like,
And
one in the end zone, he could have picked that one up.
The one in the end zone was crazy. He had a third down breakup. He had the one on Cooper Kupp that was a good, and he's in the hip.
Right, and he clean. He ain't playing. He playing through the play, not through the player.
It was awesome to watch because you don't see. I mean, at least now, like I've been watching a lot of college DBs.
Yeah.
No one plays like that in college. You know what I'm saying? And so to see him so confident, so big,
stay in his back pedal.
That's the thing that stands out the most is when you have size and you able to be that agile and kind of play with any type and any style wide out, like that's a rare breed. You know what I mean? That's something that you looking forward to, saying like we want to see more guys with this makeup. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, again, because he's guarding JSN as the true X. And he's guarding
Cooper, the best route runner in the league.
Cooper Kupp in the slot. Yeah. Like he was all over the formation, man, and did a great job.
But Bonner, the tight end.
Bauer.
Bonner. Is this Bonner?
Yeah, I think it's Barner.
Barner. Yeah, I thought you were saying something else.
I thought he had a great game.
Dude, he's
sneakily good, right?
Become quite a good ball player. I mean, he was a 4th round pick out of Michigan, not a lot of love, and dude, like he's big, he blocks well.
He's balling.
Yeah.
He's balling.
It's really impressive. All right, let's pay some bills and then we'll talk about what we can learn.
Bills.
All
right. Huddle up, team. It's time to call your winter audible. Because when the temps drop, the real magic kicks off in West Virginia. Think trails that crunch like game day turf, ski runs for every level of fan, and cozy cabins that won't break your budget. Trade lift line chaos for wide open slopes, hot cocoa breaks by crackling fires, and a mountains dressed to impress in a blanket of pure white. I see you hating over there, friend. So grab your squad, pack your cold weather swag, and head to almost heaven this winter, West Virginia.
He's got that down.
Hey, first of all, what you gonna kick on your Barry White voice and stuff?
I know.
What was that about?
Seriously.
What was that about?
I was like, yeah, this is nice.
Hey, you ain't doing something right. They ain't talking about you. You ain't doing something right. They ain't talking about you, man.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finding that parking spot in front of that busy outdoor cafe where you're meeting old friends from college, and you're about to parallel park into an oh-so-tight spot. And then everyone in the cafe stops to watch, and you nail it in one try. Like the parallel parking baller you are. Nobody clapped, but you know they really wanted to. Yep. Switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Excellent jobs, both of you. Round of applause. All right, now it's on to what did we learn from the Super Bowl, brought to you by the U.S. Army. Be tested, not just on paper. Be strong and more than muscle. Be courageous and supported by a mighty team. Be all you can be. Visit goarmy.com to learn more. All right, so what can we learn from Seattle? And I'll start, I guess.
Yeah.
To me, one thing kind of comes to the forefront is you need a dominant sub-package defender, like nickel defender, dime linebacker.
Nicky Miori, who you talking about?
And then Witherspoon, right?
Yeah,
like that type of body. And I think about Philly from last year, right?
Yeah.
Like with
Cooper DeJean.
like that, you need that guy's on the field so much.
Yeah.
They need to be able to fit the run. They need to be able to play man coverage. They need to be good blitzers. Because like they're more than they're like a linebacker.
Yeah.
They're on the field that often. And so if you don't have that guy, you need to find that guy.
Yeah.
I think positional evening. I think every position is starting to be even now. You know how it used to be quarterbacks up here and we need this wide out.
It's leveling out. Like
it's
the league.
leveling out to now you're looking and saying we need an entire roster. Like we got to have a kicker. We got to have a punter. Like we got to have it all. Like I think it ain't to the point where you're so good in one room that it covers up deficiencies in another room. They all have to be even out. Not saying I need a Pro Bowl talent in each room.
Right.
What I'm saying is I need my talent to be right around, hovering around each other to let me know that my roster is even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a team. I think what I've learned just watching them defensively, one, I want a defense that hunts. Two, I want a team of guys that one band, one sound. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no you got 10 sacks. I'm just here. No, it's you get you some. You get you some. You get you some. In the back end, we all shut things down.
Yeah.
We might have one or two guys that's named bigger than everybody because of just who they are. They make
how they
up.
came into the league.
But collectively, we all eating together.
Yeah.
That's what I saw defensively from these guys. And then it didn't drop off offensively either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They protected the quarterback well. They ran the football
Ran
well.
the ball.
Hell, the guy who didn't even play, when he was playing this year, he ran the ball well.
Charbonnet.
The wide receivers, people was like, well, who on the outside of JC ain't gonna do something? I was like, if they want to be, and go out there and push some splash plays, 22, Shaheed gonna get it.
Go get
and
it.
they got Cooper Kupp in the middle of the damn field that none other than the Triple Crown holder himself that can catch. Move the chains every time you need to move.
Yeah.
So that was a team effort. That was top to bottom to me. And then that's not talking about the coaching.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator, the head coach is the defensive coordinator.
No, I love that he still called and played.
You see what I'm saying?
I told you how I feel about that.
Man, that was a team.
Smart,
That was a Super Bowl made team from coaches to players to going out there and winning the chip.
Yeah, well coached. The other thing I'd say, too, is the one thing that stuck out to me on both sides of the football is Tana talked about it going to hunt, but like obviously Philly last year did it with 4. Like we're going to rush 4, we're going to create pressure that way.
Yeah.
And throughout the season, Seattle's been a rush 4 type of team.
What's for a team?
But when in this game,
They
it's
switched
like,
up.
We're bringing simulated pressures. We're bringing some of that zero look that Minnesota does.
But we still playing zone behind.
Yeah.
But you know what, too? And I don't want to cut you off. I want to say it quick because they knew the opponent was much younger, wet behind the ears, and let's show him something different.
Yeah.
Let's rattle him enough to where we get him out the game early, it's ours.
Is that yep.
But I think, I look at New England, too, and I think Seattle had a hard time with pass protection. And so right now, to me, what I'm seeing is the blitz packages and the way that they're designing those packages are ahead of the pass protection at the moment.
Yeah.
And so I think it's awesome that Washington is bringing in Durante Jones, who has been in a defense
cut from this cloth
that's at the forefront of that, right? Because so talk about learning. I think there's lessons they're already implementing.
Yeah.
Because again, like the 4-man overloads, the nickel pressures, the patterns. The other thing is like, I'm a big offensive line guy.
Yeah.
The timing of these, like they run them in a way where you. Like usually you kind of, we're going to double bump this. We're going to be able to get 2 on 3 in terms of pass protectors to rushers, and we'll be okay because the widest rusher won't get there. But they time them and they kind of stick on stems so long that they get free runners. And so just the way they're coaching that right now.
Well, here go the thing about it is the front four big guys, they're going to handle it. But when they notice that when they rushed, they didn't rush backers. They rushed speed. They rush corners.
Because they've built, that's what I'm saying, they've built the middle of their defense like that. They've got two guys.
Hammond can get out there too, so it's speed.
And so think about the tweener body type. Like one of the things I'm doing, linebackers, and we'll talk about this more when you're on the show, Fred. But like linebackers, I'm always looking for dudes that can run and cover because they got to cover grass, they got to blitz.
That's why I love Harold Perkins, LSU.
Right, and so they're maybe not the exact body type because Harold Perkins is 6 foot, he's 220, like he's not a big guy, he's more of a safety. But I think that's the direction. If you can win on first down, again, then they win with 4. Like they win with their front 4
all the time.
But then it's the second level players. They can just flat out run, cover grass, tackle in space. With Seattle, man, I think that's got to be something to think about moving forward, right?
No. It's the template changes every 4 or 5 years. All right, I just think we in that change now where teams are leaning less on my quarterback heroics, more on my total team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same, dude. I mean, I think it's true of the last 2 years, right? Like, and it goes to the question, like, do you really need an elite quarterback? And I don't think it changes. My answer doesn't change, right? Because if you have an elite quarterback, you always want an elite quarterback.
Wait, hold up. Elite quarterback versus elite roster.
And I think that's the question. That's the ultimate question.
I need a quarterback that I know who's going to go out there and lead, and I need an elite roster. That's what I would say.
Elite roster.
And I don't think it's a coincidence. The last 2 teams that have won the Super Bowl.
Elite rosters.
Elite rosters with, there's this truck trailer analogy.
Good quarterback play. Good quarterback play.
They're fine quarterbacks, but they're not.
But they're not Pat Mahomes.
They're not the top 4 guys, right?
Yeah.
In terms of when I cut on Joe Burrow film, I'm like, this dude's amazing.
Ripping it.
Josh Allen, this dude's a baller. There's just a different Lamar, Mahomes, like they're in that different tier. And these guys, Sam Darnold's a great example. I think he played, like I said, he played his face off.
Yeah, he did.
But he's insulated by a defense that is
a whole roster. But them other guys, it's like, here, go win the game.
And you know what I wonder? Because I was watching the game saying this. I promise you, I kid you not. I was like, I wonder, did we stunt the growth of teams in this league by trying to always go out there and get that elite quarterback? Bro.
Dude, what a question, Tana.
You see what I'm saying? I'm watching the game. I'm like, I think they went out there and we want the quarterback, and they forgot that if we build a team and get a capable guy who can go out there and run an offense the way you're supposed to do. Like, think about Chad Pennington. Chad Pennington will move that ball from the inch line, goal line here to the next one. No one cared about him throwing the ball 50 yards down the field because he would methodically move that football, move the chains. And we had a great team around him every time. You see what I'm saying? And now we get away from those kind of quarterbacks because we want the next Joe Montana. We want the next Tom Brady, the next Peyton Manning that can go out there and see a defense, read it,
total franchise.
Nah, coach, stop wanting your quarterback to be more of a coach than you. You coach. You put him in the best situation. You give him 2 plays that he can check out of, that he can put his team into the best, set when it comes to the different formation, the different coverage he might see. And I think we kind of stunned because you see so many teams now, the teams don't compare to the quarterback because you spent all that money here. And now you got mediocre guys out there.
Coach Gibbs won his quarterback with his Super Bowl, them 3 trophies we got in there with great teams. He running with 3 different quarterbacks, but the great team remained the same.
You know who I think messed this up, honestly? Is Patrick Mahomes. But people forget that the first part of Patrick Mahomes' run.
He sat on the bench for a year.
But also, like,
they didn't even like that he went to KC at first. People were like, boo.
But I'm saying he had 4 years or 4 or 5 years where he was like, the team was better. It was the dynamic.
Well, they had Tyreek Hill. They had like explosive.
And a great offensive line. Defense was getting after it. And then it switched. He got a lot of money. The dynamic changed.
They started to lose players.
But I think that like people forget, like same thing with Tom Brady. Was in the beginning, it was team.
Yes.
And then it transitioned, and I think people only remember the post-transition where it's like, oh, this dude's we need that guy. But it takes time.
It takes time
to build that guy, right?
But Tom's showing us what we've been saying all the time. By the time you get to hit the age where he was really slicing and dicing you, that's the best part of your career because you know how much the game slows down for you when you get older?
Yeah.
Like as a receiver, bro, I couldn't believe the stuff I was seeing.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, my brain was moving at warp speed. You know what I'm saying?
Go beat him.
I'm sitting there like, bro, I don't even know who this dude is in front of me. I'm 20-something. I don't know his face because I don't look at him in the eye. I beat him.
Yeah.
I beat him every time. I'm looking at his I'm looking at his chest. Guys used to talk to me on the field, going back to the huddle, and I swear I didn't even know who I was talking to. If you wasn't a guy that I played with in college or somewhere I just knew, I'd be like, yeah, bro, I got you. And the whole time, if you ask me, if the guy came up to me when our helmets on, I probably wouldn't know who he was unless I looked at his number. Because I didn't care about him. I cared about beating my guy. It was just like you know how you play that old football game when they had the people on the thing? And
on the machine. Yeah.
That's how I feel like I was playing at times. Like, I didn't know nobody's face. I couldn't see your face. All I saw was your mask and your number. And I'm trying to beat you. So when I got older in my game, boy, I looked at your hair, I looked at your eyebrows, your mustache. The game slowed down for me. Now I'm looking at different things that I can see. I want to see if you fear me or not. I want to see if a guy gonna get up there. And most of the guys that talk to you, they're a little scared because they're trying to talk you out.
Oh no, I was talking
you know
to
what I'm
you,
saying?
and I was a Viking.
So
where you at?
you know what I'm saying? So I just want to see what's the difference because now the game to me is a game. I'm trying to get an edge, whatever way I can.
By any means necessary.
So with all that being said, how close is the Washington Commanders team to being on the same level as the Seattle, LA, San Francisco?
We got a little ways to go now.
Yeah.
Because
so why though?
This is what I'm saying. Do we got high-end players? Yes.
Yeah, we do.
We need to get the middle together. Yeah. And when I say middle, I ain't trying to downgrade a player. I'm just saying the middle has to be more stacked.
Like the role players on your team. Like people think about like role players as being a bad word, but I look at Reed for Seattle.
Yeah.
He is a role player.
Just in love.
Yeah, they're role players.
Yeah.
And they fill those roles
Cooper Kupp was a role player.
At a really high level.
Yeah.
Right? And so I look at the other thing about Seattle and this whole thing that I think I learned from is they have had 4 years of excellent drafts.
Back to back to back to back.
And how do they fill out the middle of their roster?
Yeah.
The role players, a lot of them are draft picks.
Third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
And if you look at what Dan Quinn, Adam Peters inherited, there was not a lot of
first round collateral there.
No draft picks.
No joker.
So it was crazy. Like I did a show this morning with for Take Command, and one of the things that came up is like over the last 4 years of their first from round 1 to 4, Seattle has 2 people that are no longer in the NFL. 2.
They're drafting great right there.
And the Washington Commanders, under Ron Rivera,
Don't say that number.
I think had 2 people that were still on the team.
On the team.
After Ron's tenure.
Yeah.
So just a total
that sucks.
flip, right?
Who that? Quan Martin.
Quan, Chris Paul, and I think.
And that about it? That about wraps it?
In terms of draft picks.
No,
right?
that's what I'm saying, but you cannot miss that many times.
And so that's why it's so important that this process of free agency is important because you're looking for those role players, middle of the roster.
26, 27 years old.
And then you're looking for the draft picks also. So that's the thing that Philly did a great job of.
Yeah.
This is the thing. They build through the draft, they supplement with free agency, and they hit on kind of all the strings.
But we got to get the middle right.
So now I think we're at break 3. And after break 3, we're going to talk about the real draft guru. Me, Fred, or producer Jason. But in the meantime, let's pay some bills. Who's got this Virginia lottery read?
Well, I killed it last time, so I let Fred. I see if he can hang.
He
can hang with me when I did last time.
Virginia lottery. All right, 3, 2, 1. Huddle up, Commanders fans. I mean it. Come in this huddle.
Come on in right now.
The Commanders Golden Pass Raffle, operated by the Virginia Lottery, gives you the chance to win the ultimate fan experience. That means tickets, VIP treatment, special appearances by Washington legends like us 3 guys, and much, much more. Limited tickets available. So visit VALottery.com/Commanders to enter the raffle today. That's VALottery.com/Commanders and break.
I think Tana beat your butt.
Hey,
I wasn't even here.
I know. You don't have to. You weren't supposed to hear it. You're supposed to have it in you. You did it before I did. You want to have it in you.
I should have channeled my inner Micah Irvin.
Hey, I wonder what they said about that read last week. So I didn't even look into the DMs.
It was excellent.
Yeah,
it was excellent. It was
what they said.
You do your U.S. Army. How about you do that?
Which no one comments on any week ever.
Look at the hate. Look how quick. And they probably said they was happy to hear less ad libs too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you always ad lib with somebody.
That's what bring a commercial to life. Is ad lib.
I will say in the comments of this last video, you can go look at when B was here.
Yeah. B.
All the fans were like, "Man, I really miss Fred on that Geico read. I just missed him. He just the character that comes through. So you got a lot of love. I know Tana just beat your ass right there. Excuse my language, but you know,
I don't know if you want to put like if anybody, one person can grade this and guard this, and this is his name LeVar or LeVar Bird. That's the only guy that can grade us.
Oh my gosh! All right, so U.S. Army. Fred, they say your work defines who you are.
It does.
Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you are clocking in.
Ching, ching.
But what happens on the weekend? What happens to your time? You could take it easy,
I might.
or you could use that time to get better, Fred.
I am.
Right? Are you? Okay. In the U.S. Army, we think differently. It's your time. Your time should be used to improve the skills you do have and learn some you don't, to push yourself in new ways, because it's those days that truly define who you are. That's how you make progress. Sorry, Tana just got cut out on the camera over there.
Yeah.
What happened?
Don't blame it on Tana.
Okay.
Blame it on UCLA.
That's how you make progress. That's how you make an impact on the world around you. It's your time. How you spend it's up to you. It's your time. The U.S. Army Reserve.
Yeah, it was blinking red, so. Oh, there you go. How you gonna try to blame that terrible read on Tanner?
Which terrible?
Because Tanner came up missing on the screen, and then you're gonna be like, yeah, that's why I'm fumbling this read.
Well, I can't read, but I'm glad we got the camera fixed. Are we starting up, Jason? Just hit it or what? Okay. All right. So those are the reads. And now it's time for something I'm a little nervous about, quite honestly. The Real Draft Guru, Guaranteed Ballers draft results. So on our Drive to the Draft podcast, we always pick how many prospects, Jason?
5, 6.
4, 5, 6. I can't remember.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 prospects that are guaranteed ballers. This year, I like how we did it. We picked a guy from the first round, a guy from the third round, and then the guy from later in the draft, if I remember correctly. And right now, producer Amanda, excuse me,
Amanda
has got the results, and she's got a little coy smile on her face, and I'm a little nervous as to what's going on.
So before we get the results, Amanda,
can people hear?
She's doing this because I got a mic on.
Okay.
She's doing this because last year Logan got so
mad about your grading curve
because of how I graded it. He thought I was like it was
unfair.
So I think
such a pain.
So mad is strong.
Very
you
mad.
was mad, dude. You text like 4 days in a row.
But I'm just
nagging.
so Fred. I'm just comprehensive. Yeah. I want a fair criteria that accounts for all of the things that these prospects bring to the table. And I understand Jason's a busy man. He's got 2 kids. He doesn't have time to grade this thing out, right?
No. And so, you was mad because you lost to me.
So I support it. Fred, you did a great job, man.
Thank you.
I'm going to be gracious. You're the draft. What is your thing?
The guru.
The Real Draft Guru, and I'm nothing. I've been nothing for a year. But I just want to make sure that we have a common standard.
Yeah.
And that's where
Amanda. Now we on the Amanda grading curve, which is the standard.
Which
now.
I'm curious to see how Amanda did it.
So Drive to the Draft podcast, we're doing this season's right now.
Yeah.
Right, Fred, you'll come on soon.
Yes,
we'll do this again this year. But basically last year, Fred won.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Logan was really upset about it.
Wasn't that upset, guys?
But the punishment was that he had to bend the knee with the middle command center.
Fred Targaryen.
Call you the true draft
Fred Targaryen.
And say he is nothing. And we did that on command center.
So
it was great. This year I took part in this.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Really, no one cares.
You too will bend the knee.
So the question is, we didn't set it up last year, so we'll set it up now. What's the winner get?
I thought you wanted. Didn't we just?
So we were talking before this. It was my suggestion is that the winner gets crowned the king of the draft, and we can I can purchase a crown with little extra budget money. We'll crown them. Yeah. We'll put we'll give them a scepter.
I
we'll put the.
I was going to say we should leave something in the comments, but that seems dangerous. So I like the crown thing. I like the crown
thing. So we'll do that, and then we'll bend the knee,
and
we'll bow, and you're the draft king.
Fred Snow.
Yeah. Fred Snow. So that I guess that's what's on the line here.
Yeah, that's on the line.
Yeah.
I agree.
All
All
right.
right, so Amanda, can you remind us who our rosters were?
Yeah.
That's a good start. And
Let's do
then
that.
tell us the points.
We gonna know by the rosters.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
So then going through the draft, Fred's picks were Abdul Carter, Ashton Jeanty, Tyler Warren, Kobe Bryant, and Alec Ayamanor.
Oh,
If I'm
Alec
saying that
Ayamanor.
correctly.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So then Logan's picks were Cam Ward, Colson Loveland, Derek Harmon,
Love that.
David Walker,
Love that. He got
Amar
hurt, though.
Norman, and Terrence Ferguson.
You have a couple guys hurt in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of guys.
The 2 D tackles got hurt.
Yeah, congrats.
So that's tough.
And mine was blank man, blank man, blank man, blank
And what was
man,
Jason's?
blank
I'm curious because Jason went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jason's were Travis Hunter,
Oh,
Mike Green, Trayvon Henderson, Tez Johnson, Cam Scadaboo, and Chris Paul.
Chris Paul didn't get on the field.
He didn't
this year,
play.
But that was like my.
You had 2 guys three guys probably got injured, right? 2 guys.
Yeah.
2 guys.
Travis Hunter got
Travis
in.
Hunter
That
and
was tough.
Scadaboo.
Scadaboo.
Yeah,
was doing well for a
You
while
was headed
there.
for greatness.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, that Jacksonville team changed when
They actually got better.
Yeah, when
Tez
Hunter.
Johnson played well now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they was trying to do too much with Hunter to me offensively.
Yeah, they
For
should have
Tampa
just.
Bay.
For Tampa Bay, yeah. He played
so,
well.
so who won?
No, she's got to do the grading. She got to do the points.
Yeah, give us some points.
Yeah, like, come on.
I'm all about winning.
So I followed the point criteria that Jason gave me very strictly, very strictly. So nobody got extra points anywhere, but I
But I
did
didn't
follow
total
it
so I don't know.
to a T. So there is a tie for second and third, actually.
Oh, second and third.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. Second and third.
I'm like, once they tied, I become a winner,
So
right?
who's the winner?
So with 14 points
Oh yeah.
was Jason and Logan.
Yeah,
Both of
14
you guys had
points.
14
Jesus.
points total with everybody. And then
This motherfucker.
How many points did you have, Fred?
More than 14.
How many points?
How
you have?
many points did you have?
he had 22 points.
Okay,
So-
not even close.
What were the criteria? Fred, put your mic up here real quick. So what were the
My
criteria
voice
again?
carries
I think the criteria is how well they played, like how they finished
throughout the year.
the year. So like Tyler Warren,
He been saying it though all year long. His guys.
like
he picked
Colson
better
Loveland's a
guys.
fine player, but he didn't.
He didn't do what Tyler Warren did. Baller.
So it's
So,
safe
He
to
let
say
the
some of you
so
guys.
hold up 1 second. So Tyler Warren
mad
started off
again.
well, right?
Here we go. See, I
Yeah, let's
warned
go.
Amanda
Yeah,
was
let's
going to
go.
do this.
Let's go. Here we go.
Logan's going to try and buy points.
Yes,
and
he
not gonna-
is.
hey,
He
hey,
is.
get even close.
This is what he does.
I'm not going to try and buy points. I just want to know what the criteria
Micah
is.
Irvin.
'Cause-
So the criteria for the points was looking at the regular season at the end of the season.
regular season.
What their standing was.
What was that sound? What was that sound? Was that
Micah Irvin, baby. I'm channeling my inner Micah Irvin.
trash can?
I done got him again. Got him again.
All right, here we go.
Look, you had 2 guys get hurt, Logan,
Yeah.
But so
and so did I. I had guys getting hurt. We have no chance.
I just want to hear what the. Can we hear the
Yeah, go
Amanda?
ahead.
She
Go
spent a lot of
ahead.
time on this.
You do that a lot.
Why are you trying to cut
You
Amanda
do
off?
pick a lot of
you
players
just
that
yelled
get
at
hurt.
Amanda. Don't yell at
His
Amanda.
players are always getting hurt, though.
The point system that I was looking at was the end of year points.
Go ahead.
So basically what their ranking was at the end of the regular season, the amount of points that they got was based on if they were in the top 10, top 15, top 20, top 32.
Is that what you did it last year?
Of
or
like their
top 64.
position.
Oh.
Yeah.
So based on where they ranked after the end of the season was where I put the points.
I believe you, Amanda. I think that's cut clean. I think it's smart. I think it's just great grading scale.
Also, who won Rookie of the Year? Was it Shuck this year?
Yes. And this is a good grading system. And the reason I'm saying that is because this draft that we do is called the guaranteed ballers.
Yes.
Not the like, oh, they're kind of good
Yeah.
ballers. It's guaranteed. So if you finish in the top 5 of a position, like
Okay, this I agree. This is good. I like the metric.
You're talking
but,
to a future GM.
I will say this about you though, right? If you look at the people that we picked last year for this year,
Yeah.
I think it switches who wins. So like the 1 year cycle is tough. I think also. Because again, you won last year because of the tight end from Las Vegas,
Brock Bowers,
and he's hurt this year, right?
Yeah,
and so not successful this year. And the guys that I picked,
no.
But I'm just saying it's so serendipity based, right? Like if we're looking like long term, Fred.
No,
now,
we're talking about the draft class first year, basally. That's what we're grading.
And again, like if you want a good first year, that's fine. I'm trying to build a franchise here.
Logan, it's flawed. Like
at the
system,
end of the day, you still lost.
I don't know the parameters that we're doing this with.
Hey guys, I don't know what, Jason. It's okay, calm down, buddy. It's fine. I'm just trying to have a conversation here.
Fred McShay, he got the difference between
I thought you weren't Fred McShay anymore.
No, I'm just saying, he got the difference between you and me.
Yeah,
I told you, when I look out of these eyes, one, I trust what I see. Two, you use analytics, I use smoothlytics. And see, when I do smoothlytics, not only am I mixing in the play and I'm looking to say whose career is going to be great in the future, I take these small things like hunger. Right? I take these other things like traits off the field. Who is this guy? Is he all football or is he not? All right? So you're looking at a future GM.
Love it. Yeah. Well,
check out Drive to the Draft podcast. I'll put a link in the description where everybody can hear it. We do once a week, position groups, mock drafts. Logan, you really lead that. And then we have Fred come on to really set you on line.
I think the Travel to the Road to the Draft should be my show. All right?
I think that's a good idea.
It should be.
It should be my show. It should be the person that picks the best players year in and year out, not number two. At what point does number two get more pull than number one?
I think I just show up.
So
Fred.
we'll have you on.
You know what I mean? I think I just show up. That's the thing.
Let's wrap up the show here because Hannah's so over this.
Okay. Well, as always, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Please check out Drive to the Draft. And thank you, Jason. Thank you, Amanda. And that's it. Belt. The Command Center podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world, proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and its fans.